Absolutely. And here we are. Donald Trump is president. He just returned from his wonderful worldwide trip that he took. A lot of embarrassment left in the wake. We can see a clip here of him shoving to get in front of other NATO leaders for a photo op. He also gave a 10-minute speech in front of other heads of state with NATO, basically demanding that they pay their way into the NATO alliance, which is historically never been how it's really worked. But he is out there, he's making good on campaign promises. I mean, this is essentially his campaign promise to put America first, basically. What do you think that's going to mean in any kind of practical terms going forward? I mean, Angela Merkel recently said that the U.S. and Britain, because of Donald Trump's election and Brexit, respectively, can no longer be relied on as international partners. Do you think we're going to continue to see more fallout like that?
Well, I don't think President Trump did any international favors with his speech, and the biggest issue is there have been foreign policy experts who have pointed out that his approach with NATO and saying that the other NATO partners aren't paying their fair share is incorrect, but he still goes on with what essentially was a campaign promise, and basically he feels that there's no purpose for NATO. And one of his biggest proponents, Ann Coulter, basically said that maybe the United States and Russia should agree to a military alignment to protect against NATO, which is not exactly something you really want to even consider. So there's a lot of issues that could come out fall out with Brexit itself and the UK snap election that's coming up, where Jeremy Corbyn for the Labour Party is surging in the polls, which could resurrect, I guess, some of the hope for the youth and the millennials within the UK and help their international prestige again if he somehow becomes a prime minister, because there are issues there with Brexit and the approach they're taking, and of course with Donald Trump's let's just say his behavior at the NATO meetings and the NATO summit. It does leave something to be desired for international partners. Do I think eventually the United States will leave NATO? No, just because of what that would mean, and there's really no precedent for that. Just for, I guess, just like looking into the issue and trying to research the issue, I can't foresee that. And I especially don't foresee a partnership, a military partnership with Russia, especially with all the investigations that are going on surrounding the Trump administration and the Putin administration and their ties.